Good morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Silicon Valley Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Trudy McCanna. I am the secretary of our board, and whether you are here in person or online, we are so glad that you're joining us. Today, Reverend Rasheryl is speaking. Whoop, whoop. And we are delighted to have Etienne France joining us again as our musical guest. Please stand and let's do our opening song together.
Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody, get up off your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we ought to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 everybody. Get up off of your feet. Come on. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Woo woo! Thank you. That was beautiful. Good morning, everybody. My name is Joni Quintal, and I am a practitioner and training student, and super happy to be here this morning. I have the honor of doing the call to service, and this is really a time when we let go of whatever it took to get here. And if you're comfortable, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. And allow the vibration of this bowl to clear your mind and to draw you inward where the divine resides.
And I invite you to turn within for the opening prayer. So just taking a nice deep breath and settling in once again. How good it is to remember there is only one presence, one power, one life, one intelligence. And it is everywhere present, everywhere powerful, everywhere intelligent. And whether we call it God or Spirit or Source, Mother, Father, whatever name we give it, it is what it is. It is all that there is. It is everywhere, alive and awake and powerful and expressing. And how good it is this morning to remember that the divine presence that is indestructible, inexhaustible, is expressing through and as each of us. And so I know then that this time that we spend together is good and so very good. I know that the presence of God is revealing itself in the music, is revealing itself in the technology, is revealing itself in the message this morning, is revealing itself in the practitioner students, revealing itself in the members, revealing itself in everyone in this space, every volunteer, every beloved soul in this space is blessed. How good it is this morning to be gathered to sing a joyful noise of praise, of thanksgiving, of gratitude, of beauty, of joy. And in this opening prayer, I acknowledge and bring into this soulful experience our beloved human family, our human brothers and sisters in the Middle East or wherever anyone is in conflict, is in strife, experiencing violence or whatever it is. I am knowing right now that the love of God is revealing itself in these spaces and places and areas in ways that we will never know. And so I just give thanks this morning for this gathering at Silicon Valley Center for Spiritual Living, knowing what happens here impacts everywhere. And for this, I am so grateful. And I release this word with complete confidence, knowing that all is truly well, and so it is. And I invite everyone to do our singing prayer, which is called Sweet Spirit. And I invite you to really sing the chant, Sweet Spirit, because what we're doing is not only blessing this space, but let's send that loving, powerful affirmation to our human family, to our brothers and sisters in the Middle East and other places where people are needing an experience of sweet spirit. So if you will sing that from your heart, it's a beautiful, powerful thing. Thank you.
Yes, with intention, we'll use this sound to cultivate this container of renewal, reverence, healing, and grace. Sweet Spirit, take over this place. Take over this place. Sweet Spirit, sweet Spirit, take over this place. Take over this place. Mighty Spirit, mighty Spirit, take over this place. Take over this place. Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, take over this place. Take over this place. Healing Spirit, healing Spirit, take over this place. Take over this place. Can I say that again? Healing Spirit, healing Spirit, come inside. Come inside. Take over this place. 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 Healing Spirit, take over this place.
Take over this place.
Take over this place.
Take over this place.
Spirit's in the house. And this is a good house. With your permission, I'm going to take this instrument off. Welcome. Welcome magic and wonder, brilliance and grace. Welcome joy, satisfaction, pleasure and strength. Welcome essence, beauty, presence, time, spirit, form and space. Welcome excellence in every blessing, sacred I pray. What I seek I am, what I wanna know I understand. All I wish I could I can, all I want to be I am. What I seek I am, what I wanna know I understand. All I wish I could I can, what I want to be I am. Let's go to percussion for just a second. Just percussion for a minute. Just percussion for a second, thank you. Welcome magic and wonder, brilliance and grace. Welcome joy, satisfaction, pleasure and strength. Welcome essence, beauty, presence, time, spirit, form and space. Welcome excellence in every blessing, sacred I pray. What I seek I am, what I wanna know I understand. All I wish I could I can, all I want to be I am. What I seek I am, what I wanna know I understand. All I wish I could I can, all I want to be I am. a seed, I am a tree, I am a flower, I am the bee. I am fire and I am wind. I accept love and I also give. I am loud and I am mighty. I am silent and I tread lightly. I am brave and monumental. I am modest and I am gentle. I am a student and I teach. I am the sand and I am the beach. I am ease and I am power. I am a bridge and I am a tower. I am reason, I am wild. I am mother and I am child. I am many, I am few. I am God and God is you. What I seek, I am. What I want to know, I understand. What I want to do, I can. All I wish I'd be, I am. What I seek, I am. What I want to know, I understand. All I wish I could, I can. All I want to be, I am. Ooh, I am, I am, I am, I am. I am, I am, I am, I am. To be, to be. I am, I am, I am, I am. I am, I am, I am, I am. Ooh. Peace.
Ah, so wonderful. Let's give it up one more time for the band, please. So amazing. Oh my goodness. And Etienne, who is that song? That song is so beautiful. Who is that?
It's by a group called Beautiful Chorus, but it is featuring India Ari.
Oh, wow. Okay, so beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's truly a sacred prayer.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you, beloved band. Thank you so much. All right. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Silicon Valley Center for Spiritual Living. I am Reverend Rasheryl McCreary. I'm the spiritual director. I'm so excited. And I'm having a lot of different things happening. So one is my microphone's in my mouth, which I'm sure is really pleasing to Scott as he has headphones on. So sorry about that, Scott. Scott is hearing every breath I'm taking in great detail. Okay. And then the other thing that's happening that's very interesting is I can't get on the internet, and so my talk is not on my iPad again, which I don't know why I'm even surprised, but I really wanted to, I just want to follow my notes sometimes, and not have to wing it, but here we go. But I'm having trouble getting on the internet and my phone hotspot, so we'll figure that out afterwards. Oh my goodness. It is March, what is today, March 15th? It's the middle of March. I feel like we just had our anniversary celebration in January, like two Sundays ago. Yeah, and now here we are, we're already done with the first quarter. It's summer, basically, right? Here we are in spring. Time is moving so fast, so fast. So this month we've been talking about sustainable abundance, right? How do we have not just abundance, but sustainable abundance? Because I don't know about you, but certainly growing up in this teaching, certainly learning new thought principles, science of mind principles, one of the things that we learn how to do is how to demonstrate, right? Or how to make the invisible visible, right? How to use our practices like spiritual mind treatment, prayer, meditation, visualization, visioning to call in what we desire in our lives, right? And there are times, though, that we're able to call these things in, but not sustain them, So this month I've been talking about how do we have sustainable abundance. And the first week we started was the war broke out, and so I talked about sustainable peace. Like what are the leaks to peace? How do we stop the leaks? How do we stop the leaks that prevent us from having sustainable abundance, whether it's a piece of money, of whatever it is. And then last week we talked about being built to receive, right? How do we cultivate within ourselves the strength and the structure to receive, right? To receive. How do we expand our mental equivalent to receive that which we say we want? Because we have to be a vibrational match to the very things that we desire, right? And so we talked about that last week. And so this week I want to talk about sacred stewardship. Sacred stewardship. And typically when we think about stewardship, we think about the external things that we do, right? Like, how do if we're talking about money or finances, we talk about like what are the systems we have in place to take care of the money, to conserve money, to make sure we're using it well. And there's a lot of emphasis around conservation. Right? How do I conserve? How do I hold on? How do I be very, very careful and frugal in how I move with this resource called money? And that is a very good thing to do, right? It's a very good thing to do. And what I want to talk about today is sacred stewardship in terms of how do we cultivate abundance, right? How do we even cultivate abundance? Because abundance is a part of stewardship, cultivating growth. Right? Investing in something and having a return, that is part of of sacred stewardship. So it's not just about conserving, it's about how do I make this grow? Right? How do I take what I have and how do I help it grow? Farmer Jason, right? It's about how do I take these seeds and cultivate them in a way that creates a crop. Right, creates abundance. And so one of the things I was thinking about as I was sitting with this concept of sacred stewardship is, and I say this all the time, but it bears repeating because the world tells us a different story that is actually a lie, right? What is true in the natural order of things, and God, source, spirit, whatever name you want to give the divine presence, is all abundance. It is indestructible. It is inexhaustible. It is eternal. It is infinite. Right? Everything about God is abundance. It's infinitely creating. It created each of us out of itself. And all things, all species, all places, all spaces, everything that we see is a divine expression, is a unique expression of the one. So the one is abundant. That is the nature. That is a quality of God. It is a spiritual principle. The one is abundant. And I had this beautiful quote by Ernest Holmes that I don't have memorized, and it's not on this iPad, but it said something like this. Something about, it's one of the core concepts of science of mind, is abundance is a divine spiritual principle. And abundance is expressing through life, we see it all around us. Look at nature, right? If you ever wonder, is the world abundant? Right? If you ever wonder, is lack and limitation the natural state? Just look around. If we look in this space, we can't count the molecules of air we're breathing. No one's concerned about being able to breathe right now, right? If we walk outside, we can't count the grains of the grains of dirt. If we go to the beach, we can't count the grains of sand. We can't count the number of leaves. Right? If we look at the world, we can't even quantify the number of species and different kinds of varied flora and fauna that exist. We cannot even quantify it. There are species we don't even know exist. There's cosmos and planets and parts of the solar system we do not even know it exists. It's not in our ability to comprehend it. Right? So everywhere you look, there's evidence in the natural world that abundance is the natural state. That is the natural state. God is fully, but we can't even fully know God. To even call it God is minimizing because it's just something we're reaching for, right? But we can't even contain it in our language because we can't even conceptualize the divine. It is so immense. It is so infinite. It is so eternal and everywhere present. We cannot even begin to grasp it. So we use our words like God, Spirit, Source, those things to try to find a way to talk about the presence, right? But abundance is the natural order. That is what's true. And one of the things that Ernest Holmes says in this quote that I don't have is something like that we don't have to do anything in order to experience it, right? So some people are not more deserving than others of abundance, right? Abundance is the natural state. We are made out of it. We are literally loaded and coated with it. We are made. There's an abundance of processes happening in our bodies every moment that we cannot even quantify. And we don't even fully understand, right? So we're made out of this stuff. We're made out of abundance in this immense thing. And each of us is, not some of us, but each of us is made in the image and likeness and not a pure spirit, right? So what that means is that there are not some people who are more valuable than others or some people more deserving than others. What it means is that we each are loved into expression by the divine. Each of us. Right? Each of us. And it doesn't matter. We don't have to do anything to earn our value. Right? Now, in the human world, we attach a lot of value to external things. Right? Which is why we see the rise of a lot of disparity in lots of different ways, because we attach value to the amassing of things. Right? Or people who do certain things. Or we just attach value to these external markers. Right, which then separates us from this abundance that is, and then puts us in competition with each other. So then we have to fight for resources or steal resources or squash other people or all these other behaviors grow out of this erroneous concept that somehow, even though each of us is made in the image and likeness and not a pure spirit, that there are some folks or some actions that make us more valuable. When spirit is like, no, each of you is expressing, I'm expressing uniquely through and as each of you. Each one is valuable. And each one is very different because we're all unique expressions of the one, not the same. So we confuse that if certain people don't do things a certain way, or if this doesn't happen this way, or someone's life is not going that way, then we have all these judgments as humans about what that is and what that means. And if someone's more valuable or less valuable, or someone's work is more valuable or less valuable, right? When in fact, the natural world does not operate in that way at all, right? If we go out and see a garden, the roses aren't fighting with the tulips, right? Saying one is more valuable or less valuable than the other. Certain species everything exists within this system that works together incredibly, right? Incredibly. And yet we as humans come in with all this stuff in our incredible brains, and our brains tell us that we are the masters of the universe, and our brains tell us that we are separate from God, and our brains tell us all these things, and we may create all this madness that we then try to find our way back to source, to the truth. Are y'all following what I'm saying? Yeah. And so when we talk about sacred stewardship, we have to start with this natural principle of abundance. That is the natural order. Everything and every piece of evidence that we can actually see supports that. So even if you're not spiritual, there's no way you can look around at this immense planet. There's no way you can look at the stars and have a sense of the cosmos. There's no way you can sense and see and feel these things and not know that abundance is the natural order. Right? If you plant a garden, or if you're a gardener, or you work with children, or anything where you're cultivating the growth of something, you see that abundance happening, and it doesn't matter who you are. Right? You're then helping birth and cultivate growth, and it doesn't matter who you are. Yeah. So that is the foundational piece of this concept: is that life is abundant. That is the natural order. And so then, in thinking about stewardship, right, if we've already been given everything, right, if we're like the lilies of the field what is it, spin not, sow not, whatever, they're not worried, is the bottom line, right? The lilies of the field are not worried, right? They are glowing and spinning and completely taken care of. And if that's us, then why are we all caught up in all the crazy stuff? Yeah? And so one of the things I want us to really get about sacred stewardship is we have these gifts that we have been given. And I love this quote by Mary Oliver. You know, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Right? Your one wild and precious life. What a gift it is to be in these bodies, to be on this planet, to be in this room and in this space, to be a part of what's going on now, even though there are parts of it that are completely insane, right? But we're here and we're alive. So what is it you plan to do with this one wild and precious life? Because that is something of value that has been gifted to us. And part of sacred stewardship says, what am I doing with this gift? What am I doing with this gift? And whether you are here for another 100 years or whether you're here for another day, what are you doing with this gift? Right? Sacred stewardship asks us to look at certain things, right? To look at our consciousness. Right? And so we have this gift of this teaching called the science of mind and other spirituality that we've studied or religion that we've studied, right? We have this gift and this gift of awareness of the divine presence. We have these practices, meditation, spiritual mind treatment, visualization, visioning, all these things, right? We have the gift of this teaching that gives us the tools to transform our life. What are you doing with it? Right? What are you doing with it? Because if you're just sitting philosophizing about it, well, okay, but is that really sacred stewardship for the consciousness you're cultivating? Because this teaching is a gift. It is a gift to understand that we are created out of the divine. We can co-create, therefore, the lives that we want. That there is a power for good in this universe, and it uses us, and we can use it to co-create the life and the business and the relationships and the health and whatever it is we desire. Most people do not have that. So this is a gift to have this teaching. And so the question becomes, so how are you being a good steward of this knowledge? How are you practicing this in your life? Right? How are you taking this message and living it so brightly that people want to put down their tools and follow you? Or they want to know, what are you doing? What is happening? Right? What's happening? Where are you going? What are you smoking? Right? People want to know what's going on. Yeah? So this is part of sacred stewardship is a stewardship of our consciousness. Right, and of these incredible tools and practices that we have in this community. Another thing in stewardship is also looking at what talents and skills do you have, right? Because we each are unique expressions, not the same, but unique expressions of the one, right? One source expressing in a multitude of ways. And each of us is very uniquely fashioned by divine intelligence. There are no mistakes to how we are created. And so therefore we have special talents, we have special skills, we have special assignments, right? We have divine assignments that are ours to do. And we have the skills to do that. We have ideas or creativity. We have skills. Maybe yours is music or singing or business or money management or writing or acting or medicine or healing. I mean, there's so many things, right? Like maybe that's how you're made and that's your skill. And so sacred stewardship says, how are you cultivating this in a way that grows? Right? How are you stewarding the skills, the talents that you are gifted with? Right? How are you using and allowing Spirit to use you to cultivate a greater awareness of itself through your unique capacities? your unique relationships, your unique network, your unique brain and the way your brain works, your unique skill set. Right? Because sacred stewardship is not about just conserving. It's about giving. It's about abundance. It's about creating. It's about generating. So begin to ask yourself, oh, how am I using this skill or talent? Right? How am I putting this to work? How am I investing this to generate greater returns? Are y'all following me? Yeah. And there's another way that we have incredible abundance that sometimes we don't see, particularly as we get older, right? Truly and indeed, as long as we are drawing breath, there are opportunities that are available to us. As long as we are drawing breath, there are opportunities available to us, right? People that come into our experience, ideas that come into our minds, right? Connections that we have or networks that we have that appear in our experience. And so frequently, we have these opportunities that show up and we don't steward them. We either don't take advantage of them, we let them slip through our fingers, or we half-heartedly do so, right? And so the question then becomes, again, in terms of sacred stewardship, how am I cultivating the opportunities I've been blessed with? How am I cultivating these? How am I taking care of them? How am I making them grow so that I have more and more and more opportunities of whatever nature, right? It may be opportunities for great health. It may be opportunities for relationship. It may be business opportunities, right? Opportunity shows up in lots of different ways. But really looking at how am I cultivating these opportunities that have fallen into my lap that are mine? And if there are opportunities that are in front of me that are not mine, maybe I pass them to someone else, right? I let go of those. Yes, that is called stewardship, sacred stewardship. So this is the work now for us, is to really look at for ourselves and the abundance that we experience. How do we not only create more of it, but how do we invest in it? How do we love it? How do we take good care of it, not just conserve it? That's a very different energy, right? Moving from abundance means I am moving from knowing the source is fully supplying me, just like the lilies of the field, and I move through space and I make decisions from that place of abundance, right? So there's this class that we have going right now. The first week happened. It's called Manifest More Money. And the tagline is Heal Your Money Relationship, Reveal Unlimited Abundance. And one of the reasons I developed this class like 6 years ago, and I haven't done it in a while. But one of the reasons I named it Manifest More Money is, one, it's clear what I'm talking about, so we're not confused, right? Two, because money is a very controversial, there's another word I'm looking for, a very loaded, charged, taboo subject, right? Now, as a coach and as a minister, I work with a lot of people. I have conversations with a lot of people. I interact with a lot of people. I counsel, I coach. And here's what I've noticed. People will tell you, or me, the most intimate, vulnerable details of their lives, all of their lives, okay? All of their lives, except money, right? It's hard for people to talk about money. But telling me about their sex life and their this and their that and whatever, right? The things you would think would be difficult, no problem, right? But ask someone, well, what's your salary? Or how much do you make? Or whatever, it's just not that I would ask someone that, but just, anything that's about money, and people immediately shut down, right? And so I'm looking at that going, well, there needs to be a money healing, right? There needs to be a healing around this. Why is this a taboo subject? I don't understand why it's a taboo subject, right? So I named the class Manifest More Money because it is taboo, because people get all freaked out about it. And it's like, great, it filters out who's not supposed to be in this work, right? So that's one thing. The second thing is people mistake what manifest means. Manifest means to reveal. What it's saying is we live in an abundant universe. We lived in an abundant world. It's the natural order. And so to reveal more money is just a natural act, right? It naturalizes it. It takes all the mystery out of it, right? We're just revealing what's already there, but you have to be open to it. You have to be attuned to it, right? And then the third thing is that, wait, what's the third thing? Money, manifest. The third thing is that, well, I don't know. I'll come back to it. But here's the point. The third thing is to begin to play with the energy. Money's energy. It's not a person. It's not a, we have all this toxic stuff around money. It's just, it's an energy. Just like any other spiritual energy, right? And we're open to it, we're aligned with it, we're aligned with abundance, the spiritual principle, then that money begins to flow, right? And so beginning to play with and feel like, oh, wait, this is normal for me to be financially abundant. Oh, wait, this is normal. Why do I have all this toxic stuff around it and taking toxic stuff from the world around it, right? It makes it more natural. So in Manifest More Money, there's the first week, we have this challenge where individuals were challenged to manifest or reveal 5 times their investment in the course in the 5 weeks. Right? So they're going to reveal 5 times in unexpected income. I'd say that part. So in unexpected income, they're going to bring in 5 times their investment in the course in 5 weeks. Okay? There are 15 people. There are 19 people in the course. 15 came to the second week. Do you know 15 people brought in over $23,000 in unexpected income in 1 week? In 1 week. Right? This is not magic. This is now all of a sudden getting more and more aligned collectively with the flow of abundance. Right? Getting aligned with the flow of abundance. And it's difficult to do this work on your own. It's difficult to do this work on your own when you're facing your own whatever you're facing, right? But when you're in a collective of people, right, 2 or more gathered together in my name, I am in the midst of that. Right? The I am presence is in that. And so these 15 people, I was so shocked that we were in the class. I told everyone to put their numbers in the chat, right, of what they had brought in unexpected income. I must have added it up like 5 times. I was like, and then I told someone else, please calculate this because I'm missing something. And then even after that, before I would post on Facebook about it, I had a meeting with the bookkeeper, and I'm like, okay, just look at all this stuff and just add this up, right, with your calculator. Just make sure, right? And so in 1 week, in unexpected income, this group of 15 people brought in over $23,000, showed up for them, right? And it showed up as, clients showing up and booking. They found money cleaning out a desk, other gift cards, this, that, and the other, right? Unexpected income. Now, the reason I'm sharing this is because part of being a good steward of anything is having fluency in it, right? Having this fluency in it. And so having fluency in how do I create more income if that's what you desire, right? How do I create an abundance of love in my life, loving relationships, if that's what you desire, right? It doesn't matter what the thing is. How do I create more health and vitality if that's what you desire? It doesn't matter what it is. The mechanism is the same, aligning with the divine principle of abundance, of whatever that thing is. Yeah, having the mental equivalent for that, and it brings it into your life. Money is just something easy for us to do, and it freaks people out, and I sort of like that. So that's why I'm focused on that. But the same principle applies, the same process applies for anything. Yes? So sustainable abundance, what I really want you to get is there are practices, there are tools, there are not even tips and tricks, but it's just like there's tools and practices that we already have and already know that we can use to be more aligned with that flow of abundance that is everywhere. The veil is so thin. The veil is so thin, anyone can do this. It does not, there's no magic involved. You don't have to be a special anything involved. You don't have to have a degree or anything. It's really just using these principles and practices to be aligned with that power that birthed all of us into existence. It is the power that runs the cosmos, right? That hung the sun up in the sky. It can do anything. It can take care of anything. It can support anything. It can transform anything. In the blink of an eye, God is, right? So that's what I want y'all to get. And so sacred stewardship is really just about us, each of us, being so aligned with the divine presence that created us that we allow it to move through our lives. We allow it to move in our lives. We allow it to help us experience this one wild and precious life in a new way. In a new way, a new level of flourishing. And that's why we're here. That is why we're here. Let's turn within. And so how good it is this morning to once again just settle in and settle down. How good it is once again to know the presence that beats our hearts, that thinks our thoughts, that breathes our bodies, that is indeed everywhere expressing that which we call God. Oh, how good it is to know that that divine presence is expressing through and as each of us. And so what I claim and know for this group, for this gathering, what I know for our beloveds online and our beloveds right here and our beloveds everywhere is divine abundance and overflowing flow and ease and grace. An abundance of peace right now expressing in the lives of each one. An abundance of love right now expressing in the lives of each one. Right now supporting each one. Love appearing and expressing through every relationship. How good it is to know the absolute truth and speak the word of abundance. Abundance of financial flow and support for each one, knowing that God is just showing up, full support, full financial flow, full overflow. And how good it is this morning to know an abundance of health and vitality, knowing the presence of God is alive in the cells, organs, tissues, systems, and functions of each one. We are blessed with these bodies, blessed. And so I know that each of us, in all of our abundance and all of the opportunities and all of the goodness and our skills and our talents, all of it, that we are sacred stewards of all this goodness. We increase it. We use it wisely. We love it. We care for it. And we continue to prosper and flourish. And I am just so grateful to know this truth for each one. And to again include our beloved human family, knowing that wherever there is strife or experience of lack and limitation, that God is showing up and showing out in ways that are just miraculous. And so I give thanks. I am so grateful to be here, so grateful to be an instrument, and so grateful for this beloved community. And so with deep gratitude, I release this word. It is complete, it is done, and so it is. And so it is.
This song is so lined up with what you were saying. Like, I could barely contain myself. I was like, I want to just run up and start playing. That would have been rude, but I was like, I just want to start playing the song. It was like, no. It's just, I was just laughing. I kept nudging Kevin. I was just going like, this is the same thing. I do want to actually, I have been ministering this song for a good amount of years, and there are parts of it that, when I first discovered it, were so sort of on the surface, it's obvious why it would be a good choice. But, you know, there was always a part of it that kind of perplexed me. The song is called All Matter. And I always just thought, this is interesting. You know, like I say in the verses, and you'll see why, there's just like, it's just very, like I say, it's very on this, wearing it on the sleeve. But I was like, why is it called on matter? And I actually, the refrain is cool on the outside, hot in the middle. We say, what is love? What is it? What is love? Cool on the outside, hot in the middle, you know? And it wasn't much of a stretch for me to realize that when we talk about matter, we talk about its fundamental properties often are, at a core, is warmer, right? There's more activity. It's like the earth. The earth is cool on the outside, hot in the middle. Well, how is that love? Well, how is matter love? Well, matter is a love letter to ourselves. We've created matter from nothing, from abundance. We've created the abundance of matter, all the grains of sand on the beach, all the particles of dust. Everything that is a love. We have manifested this so we can recognize and love ourselves as universal beings. So matter is love. Everything is love. And so that's not a stretch for me at all. So when you hear us sing, what is love, it's very rhetorical. We say, what is love? What is it? What is love? Cool on the outside, hot in the middle. And the rest should be very obvious. 1, 2, 3. We're all the same, but oh so very different. Divine by design, it all intertwines. Ain't nothing new, but we're always changing. Moving still waters, soft yet so hard. So what is love?
What is it?
What is love?
What is it?
Cool on the outside, hot in the middle. Cool on the outside, hot in the middle. But you ain't even gotta try, toil not. All you gotta do is realize. You ain't even gotta try. All you gotta do is realize. Get it? One great big small thing, like pollen in a spring breeze, a speck of dust in this vast universe. Just like a raindrop in a sea of consciousness. It's all matter. It's all matter. So what is love?
What is it?
What is love?
What is it?
Cool on the outside, hot in the middle. Cool on the outside, hot in the middle. But you ain't even gotta try. All you gotta do is realize. You ain't even gotta try. All you gotta do is realize. You ain't even gotta try. All you gotta do is realize. You ain't even gotta try. All you gotta do is realize.
It's all matter. It's all matter. It's all matter.
It's everything you want to be. It's everything you need to be. Don't stand in the way. You'll only make it hard. Just keep it flowing, flow with the ocean, and you'll know just who you should be. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Keep flowing, just keep flowing, keep flowing, just keep flowing, flowing, just keep flowing. So what is love?
What is it?
What is love?
What is it?
Cool on the outside, hot in the middle. Cool on the outside, hot in the middle. Oh, what is love?
What is it?
What is love?
What is it?
Cool on the outside, hot in the middle. Cool on the outside, hot in the middle. You ain't even gotta try to surrender. All you gotta do is realize. You ain't even gotta try. All you gotta do is realize. You ain't even gotta try. All you gotta do is realize. You ain't even gotta try. All you gotta do is realize.
Wow. Let's stay on the band. Can we go back to the band, please? Oh my goodness, y'all are just amazing, amazing, amazing. We have Etienne, France, who is lead vocals and just the maestro. We have Ernest Nations on keyboards. We have Benito Cortez on violin. And is it Kevin Donato? Kevin, welcome. Very first time being here on drums. Thank you, thank you. And then we have our praise team of Kelvin Hatchett and Jenna Brown. This group of people is amazing. Is the music just amazing? It's like, oh my goodness. Y'all are something else. Thank you. Thank you for staying on them a little bit longer. Thank you. All right, it is time for our conscious giving time. So I just want to say thank you, beautiful people, for your incredible financial support of this community. It helps us have this incredible music and this beautiful space and all of the equipment so we can be online and just for us to keep growing and growing and growing every single week. So thank you for that. I also, so what will happen is next, we'll sing our offertory song. Joni and Marilee will be passing the baskets around. I know many of you are recurring givers online, so just take the basket in your hands, bless it, and know that you're blessing your finances and those of the center. And of course, if you'd like to drop an additional big fat check in there, go right ahead and do that. I also just want to acknowledge our beloved Ken Rowell, who is not here today and had surgery, so we're just praying him up and loving him up. Susan Wilkinson, who's at home, we're loving her up. And Francis Peck is holding high watch for us. So with that, let's move into our offertory. And our song is, Thank You for This Day. Let's go. All right, praise God. All right, y'all. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this beautiful, beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Wonderful. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. You're about to get funky with it. I like it. All right, so I just invite you now to repeat this beautiful blessing after me. Oh, divine love through me. Blesses and multiplies. All that I am. All that I have. All that I give. All that I receive. And all that I circulate. Thank you, God. And so it is. All right, thank you so much. All right, it's time for our announcements, and I will move out of the way.
Well, I would like us to give our gratitude and applause to the Director of Production, Scott McCauley, and our production tech, Hector Torres. And thank you to Mark Herwick, board member, for doing our altar and sacred space today.
All right. Shall we? Announcements, announcements, announcements. All right, we've got a lot of great things happening at the center this week. Morning meditation, if you hadn't had a chance yet to join us, 9 a.m., Monday through Friday on Zoom. Rev. Rasheryl leads us in a centering start to our day. The Zoom link can be found on our website or on in the email you receive. And then on Sundays, we do pre-service meditation, arrive by 9:30 on Sundays, and that gives us a nice grounding start to our service. Laughter yoga is back. So next Sunday, yes, at 9:30 for our meditation, Morgan Maher will lead us through 10 minutes of laughter yoga, followed by 10 minutes of meditation. And laughter yoga happens on the fourth Sunday of every month. So come ready to laugh and to breathe. Manifest more money. Let me give you more details about the workshop that Rev. Rasheryl spoke about. It is a 5-week workshop series that combines neuroscience, spiritual practice, and practical tools to help us shift our relationship with money and open to even greater abundance. It begins Monday, April 13th, and it runs for 5 Mondays through May 11th, 6:30 to 8 Pacific time on Zoom. You can register at manifestmoremoney.com, or you can find that link in our newsletter and on our website at siliconvalleycsl.com. Manifest more money now. That's an important word. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Ricky Byers is coming to town. She'll be here, for 2 events. Saturday, March 28th, she's offering a peace concert at CSL San Jose at 7 p.m. General admission is $45, and they're also offering a VIP experience if you're interested in that before the concert. You can find more details on their website at cslsj.org/events. Ricky's also going to be hosting a summer revival retreat, June 5th to 7th at 1440 Multiversity, which if you haven't been there is gorgeous. That's in Scotts Valley. And so this is a whole weekend of music, inspiration, and renewal with Ricky and a number of devotional artists and teachers. It sounds amazing. If you'd like to learn more, you can visit 1440.org/events or go to the link in our weekly newsletter. Prayer, Dr. Rev. Rasheryl, we love you. We're so glad you're here. She is offering personal prayer after service. If you'd like to receive prayer, we have a sign-up sheet on the back table, and you will be called in the order that you sign up. For private prayer requests, you can also write those down and submit them confidentially in the prayer box at the back of the room, the prayer box in the back of the room. Next week, Sharon Henderson and the Reflection Band will be our musical guests on Sunday. I'll hand it back to you. Welcome our newcomers.
Thank you so much, and thank you for telling me what to do next, because you know I was floating around. So I'd love to find out, is anyone here for the very first time? If so, anyone here for the very first time in this space? Okay, we'll say in this space. I know. So good to see you. And so for those folks who don't know our beloved Bettina, do you want to say anything about how you found us? Pardon me? I said, for those folks who don't know you, you want to say who you are and how you found us? And you're not on camera.
I'm Tina Vincent, and she likes to call me Bettina.
Bettina.
And I've been in love with you for so long. I found you over at the other place, and I kept feeling drawn like this pull. Where's Rasheryl? Where's my people? So I stepped back in the door.
Yay, so good to see you, sweetie. So good to see you. Yeah, beautiful. What did you say? Oh, absolutely. You got a rose and a journal there, so. Okay. So I was so tickled when Trudy said a black box of something, and I'm like, that's like, like if your life has crashed, like the black box has all the information in it. Reverend Sherry will pray you up. Get it all together. I don't know why my mind went there. Okay, I think we're complete, yes?
Ready to release?
Yes, it's time to release. Let's release and let go. Let's stand up, release and let go. Benediction, then we're out of here. Repeat after me. My true nature is abundant.
My true nature is abundant.
Because the universe is abundant.
Because the universe is abundant.
I am a steward of all of the abundance in my life.
I am a steward of all the abundance in my life.
I live this one wild and precious life.
I live this one wild
and life is good.
And life is
and
good.
So it is.
And so it is.
All right, have a good week, everybody.